Hello, Dumelang Sanbonani. Welcome, Zanele Mbere. Now, to those of you who registered and those of you who have joined us via, congratulations. And you have managed to navigate your way to our remarkable and vital Standard Bank WalletWise webinar. And what good timing. It's the festive season and the shop windows are overflowing with the delights. Things you gotta have. That evening gown for New Year's Eve. That magnum of French champagne. Oh, oui. What about that dream beach holiday for the whole family, including Ukoko? But in this economic climate, how do we make this happen? We have to wise up. Hold on. What we are doing here is making things possible in a wallet-wise way. Here, we will learn about responsible lending, responsible spending, and budgeting for 2022. And what is this cybersecurity tonton what about? But first, how savvy are you? Are your chankuras working for you? Is your stokvel safe, Gogo? We are all in it, ne? I hope you are going to get as much out of this as I will. We have an exciting lineup of our panelists on the WalletWise webinar. Now, for our distinguished guest, these are our hand-picked Standard Bank panelists for our pilot #WalletWise webinar. Topi Mhloli will be talking about savings and investments. Hello, Topi.
Hello, Celeste.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm looking forward to the session.
I'm looking forward to your session and what you're going to say, because definitely these times we need to know a thing or two about savings. So after your session, we're going to have questions for you. So take it away. And the next in lineup, we have Zanele Mbere, who will address the next topical topic, which is responsible for lending. So, hello, Zanele.
Sanbonani.
Ninjani.
Sikhona njani.
Siyaphila. I hope now uzosiza ngoba hayi. We need to stretch this. If it's a loan, if it's a savings, whatever it is that we need to learn about will come from you.
Definitely.
We also have questions for you after your session. And the third panelist is Ndibuo Nemakavane, who unravels the murky world of cybercrime. Ndibuo.
And Marcia Celeste, great to be here.
Thank you. I feel like I'm winning because I managed to say your word without butchering it. So,
yeah, definitely winner.
Thank you. So let's get straight into it and have Toby to tell us about savings and investment. Toby is a force to be reckoned with in the banking industry. That's right. With a master's degree from UNISA under her belt, it's no surprise she leads Standard Bank to the greater heights as their head of savings and investment. Her 15 years all-around experience is more than a reason to believe that anyone could learn a thing or two from her. Give a warm welcome to Topi Mhloli.
Thank you so much, Celeste. Hello, everyone. My name is Topi Mhloli. I look after savings and investments in Standard Bank Consumer. Today, I would like to speak to you about savings and investment. So savings and investments are fundamentals to financial security. So at its most basic, savings is an act of putting money away with the hope of using it in the future. You're putting it in a safe space for you to be able to use it in the future. And investments is putting your money into investments such as shares, your bonds or your stock with the hope that it will grow and that you can be able to use it at a later stage. So what are the types of savings and investments? I think it's important that I explain for starters that the difference between the savings and investments are the time frame. So the savings are your short-term type of investments, and then your investments are your medium to longer-term type of investments. So in savings, you get savings accounts, you get your tax-free savings accounts, your money market, or your stokvel and club accounts. Investments, there you get your bonds, your stock, your collective investment schemes, as well as the offshore investments. So what is it that you need to look out for when investing? It is important that as a customer, you know the difference between the fixed and the variable interest rate. So your fixed rate is the rate that would be offered when you are shopping around at the time and you are looking for those different types of investments. You will then be given a fixed rate. That fixed rate would then be for the entire period in which you would be putting your money away for. And then the variable interest rate is linked to prime rate. As prime rate goes up, your interest rates would also go up. As prime rate goes down, your interest rates would also go down. So it's very, very important that you understand the difference and you understand what it means so that you are able to make an informed decision. Also be clear on your financial goals, because once you are clear about your financial goals, you will also be able to know how long are you putting this money away for and what is it that you're hoping to get. Are you putting money away to be able to, to get the security, or are you putting the money away so that you can be able to get higher interest rates? It's very, very important because it will also determine the accessibility. Whether do you need the money tomorrow when you need it, or do you need, do you need your money in 12 to 24 months? Very, very important that you understand all those financial goals so that you know exactly what type of product to take at what stage. Lastly, as I conclude, I think I have to emphasize this. You do not have to be rich for you to invest or for you to save. You can start with as little as 50 rands or whatever that you can afford. So it's important that you just get into that culture of saving and get into the habit of saving. Also, from a stokvel perspective, we're also entering the stokvel season. Avoid carrying large sums of money. Rather get the members of the stokvel to give you the accounts, and then you can be able to do transfers. Because as you are carrying large sums of money out of the bank, the tsotsis are watching, the tsotsis are studying your movements. So for your own security, for your own safety, it's important that you avoid, rather use your card instead of getting cash and carrying lots and lots of cash with you. Lastly, avoid taking an investment advice just from anyone. Rather, speak to someone that is trained and accredited to give advice as per the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services, which is FAIS. It's very, very important because FAIS is there to protect you as the customer. FAIS is there to protect you from being abused. So it's very, very important that you rather go to the bank and then speak to someone so that you can be able to get proper advice that will suit your needs as the customer.
Thank you so much, Topi. That was very much needed information. Now we have questions for you. Which investment account has the highest interest rate?
Hi, Celeste.
Hello.
Good evening, listeners. Hello. So yeah, that question does not have a single answer. I think it really depends on the financial goals. It really depends on what is it that you are looking to do with this money. How much is it that you are looking to put away? It also depends on whether are you looking to put money away for a short period of time? Are you looking to put money away for a longer or medium to longer term period? And also it depends on whether are you wanting to invest on a monthly basis, contribute a sum of money on a monthly basis, or are you looking to put a lump sum away? So all those questions we get to ask you. And I want to, as I answer this question, to also emphasize that immediately you get someone that approaches you on social media and tell you that invest in my in this investment type and I'm going to give you 50% returns, you must just know that it is just too good to be true. You can never have such high returns. So it's very important that you do your homework, but most importantly, you go to the branch or speak to your banker and get them to analyze your needs, get them to analyze your financial situation, and based on your own financial situation, they can then recommend the investment products that are suitable for your needs and your goals.
So no more assuming that I'm going to get my 50% on top of this one. In 5 years, I'll have double the amount.
Not in this world. Not in this world, Celeste.
Thank you, because I bet you we all think like that. I, myself included. So another question is, we're getting into the end of the year, the festive season. As much as this year was horrible, people managed to save, and some people really didn't lose on their stokvels. So what should I do with my stokvel payout? Should I put it in a bank? Is it better, or should I keep it? Because some stokvels keep the money at the bank throughout the year and they take it out at the end of the year. If I get my portion, which one is safe? To put it in a bank, back to the bank, or save it at home, the way I might like to do it?
Never keep money at home. For your security reasons, you can never do that. Imagine if you had a break-in. Imagine if your house got burnt down. So for security reasons, either keep the money on a demand account. And by demand account, I mean the account where you could get your money on demand. So an account that will give you an accessibility to your money almost immediately when you need it. So rather keep it there because it will continue earning interest, but most importantly, for your security, you'd rather keep it there than to take it at home and then it's gone, you know. Yeah, so please refrain from doing that. Like mattress, gone are those days, the mattress, you cannot put it under your mattress. You cannot keep it in your African bank, which is your good.
Yes.
So rather keep it safe in your account where you will just continue earning, even if the interest is small, but at least you are guaranteed safety that your money will always be protected.
Thank you.
Celeste.
You got me at demand. So now you know, guys out there, if you save your money, you can demand your money back from the bank. Thank you so much, Toby Mhloli. That was very informative. Yeah, don't be one of those people that save money and hide it under your mattress. Cybernate, don't hibernate.